This will lower your blood sugar faster than anything else I know, and it will also help you get into fat burning mode quickly. You've been told that lowering blood sugar takes months. What if I told you that is not the case? Today, I'm going to show you 7 research-backed methods to drop blood sugar fast. Here's what's coming. The sunrise eating window, the simple tweak that can lower fasting glucose overnight. The 50 chew secret, a strange eating habit that slashes post-meal spikes. The after-meal sponge effect, when and how to move for maximum glucose uptake. Your gut's hidden army, feeding microbes that fight insulin resistance for you. The glucose vacuum upgrade, churning muscle cells into sugar magnets. The cellular degreaser, the fastest way to clean out the fat that's blocking insulin. And finally, the metabolic reset switch, the method so powerful it can reprogram your cells to act like you're decades younger. Let's jump in. Number 1, the sunrise eating window, also known as early time-restricted feeding. Most people do intermittent fasting completely wrong. They skip breakfast, eat late, and wonder why their blood sugar still spikes. But research shows that early time-restricted feeding, eating your meals in a 6 to 8 hour window that starts in the morning, can lower fasting blood sugar overnight. Here's why. When you eat earlier, you align with your body's natural circadian rhythm. Your pancreas is more responsive in the morning, and your muscles are better at taking in glucose. By nighttime, your insulin sensitivity drops. That means the same meal eaten at 8 p.m. can spike your blood sugar twice as high as it would at 8 a.m. As a matter of fact, this study showed something impressive. Researchers found that early time-restricted feeding improved insulin sensitivity, beta cell responsiveness, blood pressure, oxidative stress, and appetite. They also found that the benefits were not solely due to weight loss. What really mattered was the time of day the participants ate their meals. So try the following. Eat breakfast at 8, finish dinner by 2 or 3 p.m., and watch your morning numbers drop like a stone. Number 2, the 50 chew secret. In other words, chew way more than you think. This sounds silly until you see the science. Chewing your food 40 to 50 times before swallowing slows digestion, reduces post-meal glucose spikes, and even increases satiety hormones that tell your brain you're full. Think of it like this. Your teeth are the first stage of your digestive system's blender. The more you blend up front, the less work your stomach has to do, and the slower glucose enters your blood. In fact, in a controlled trial with healthy women, eating more slowly significantly reduced post-meal blood sugar swings, cutting the glucose rise after dinner nearly in half compared to eating quickly. So next time you eat, don't count calories, count chews. Number 3, the after-meal sponge effect, also known as LISS. LISS stands for low intensity, steady state exercise. You've probably heard exercise lowers blood sugar, but when you move makes all the difference. Low intensity, steady state exercise, like walking at a comfortable pace right after meals, acts like a sponge, soaking glucose directly into your muscles. Here's the trick. You don't have to run marathons. Just 20 to 30 minutes of gentle walking within 30 minutes after eating can slash your post-meal glucose spike up to 50%. This study found that moderate intensity brisk walking for 15 minutes after each meal is more beneficial to control blood glucose in patients with type 2 diabetes compared to doing a 45-minute walk all at once during the day. This happens because of a mechanism that gets activated, known as contraction-mediated glucose uptake. Muscles turn into glucose vacuums, clearing sugar from the bloodstream much faster. Number 4, oligosaccharides, also known as food for your gut's army. This one surprises a lot of people. Some fibers called oligosaccharides aren't digested by you. They're food for your gut bacteria. When your gut bugs eat them, they produce something called short-chain fatty acids like butyrate and acetate, which directly improve insulin sensitivity in your muscle and liver. It's like upgrading your body's army that fights insulin resistance from within. Best sources? Beans, lentils, chickpeas, onions, garlic, asparagus, green bananas, and Jerusalem artichokes. You may be thinking, but those are carbs. My blood sugar is going to spike. Well, Not so fast. These are whole, complex carbohydrates, which are packed with fiber and improve your blood sugar control. As a matter of fact, in this study, effects of dietary fiber on glycemic control and insulin sensitivity in patients with type 2 diabetes, which was a systematic review and meta-analysis, found that just eating 10 grams of fiber per day, which is nothing, significantly improved A1C, fasting blood sugar, fasting insulin, and insulin sensitivity in just 8 weeks. Number 5, Glute 4 translocation upgrade. Glute 4 is like a little doorway in your muscle cells that lets glucose in. The more doors you have and the more often they open, the lower your blood sugar stays. Resistance training, even just 2 to 3 times per week, signals your body to make more Glute 4 transporters and move them to the surface of your muscle cells. That means your muscles turn into glucose vacuums, quite literally. You don't need heavy weights. Body weight squats, push-ups, and resistance bands all work. The key is challenging your muscles enough that they adapt. An ideal resistance training program would consist of 3 non-consecutive days per week. Each session should be 30 to 45 minutes long, and you should perform 2 to 4 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions per exercise. This is coming directly from a research study titled Resistance Training for Diabetes Prevention and Therapy, Experimental Findings and Molecular Mechanisms. Number 6, intracellular lipid cleanup. This is arguably the most important one of them all. If insulin resistance had a smoking gun, it would be fat stored inside your muscle and liver cells. This fat blocks insulin from doing its job. This is the main reason why your blood sugar is high. The fastest way to clean it out? A low-fat, plant-based whole food diet. Multiple studies showed that when people cut animal fats and oils and loaded up on whole carbs like fruits, potatoes, and beans, their insulin sensitivity improved in as little as 16 days. In this study, 50% of participants stopped using insulin after just 16 days. 100% of participants lowered their insulin use and their fasting blood sugar. In this study, after 21 days of eating unlimited carbs, the subjects lost over 10 pounds, reduced diabetes medications, and lowered their fasting blood sugar from 112 to 92. In this randomized controlled trial, people in the intervention group were instructed to eat as many whole carbs as they wanted. After 6 months, they lost 26 pounds and lowered their A1C from 6.0 to 5.5%, which is a non-diabetic A1C. Number 7, the cellular reset switch. I saved the best for last. There's a way to combine several of these strategies, fasting, circadian alignment, movement, microbiome support, into a simple daily rhythm that acts like a reset switch for your metabolism. This is as close as it gets to pressing the reset button on diabetes. Carbs are no longer a problem. Your fasting blood sugar is consistently below 100. Medications are a thing of the past, and diabetes has no chance to fight back anymore. When you do it right, you're not just lowering blood sugar in the moment, you're teaching your body to stay insulin sensitive for years to come. This is exactly what we teach inside our free Mastering Diabetes training. How to sequence your day so every cell in your body is primed to use glucose efficiently. This is how you achieve lower fasting blood sugar, lower A1C, more energy, and less medication without extreme diets or gimmicks permanently. If you want the step-by-step plan for this reset switch, comment the word training below and we'll send it your way. It's 100% free and it's helped thousands of people see dramatic changes, sometimes in just a couple of days. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's struggling with high blood sugar. Until next time, keep those carbs high and that A1C low.